starting lineups. First for the 76ers. And for Toronto, it'll be the Raptors off the tip. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
You know, it appeared to be another season where the Raptors would be near the bottom of the league, but while the terms rock bottom and embarrassing floated around, they made some moves and were able to go on a run to climb towards the middle of the pack.
It's Harden with the drive, Embiid, and he banks in the layup.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, here's what the Raptors head coach had to say when we spoke earlier. He'd like them to concentrate defensively on slowing the game down. There's simply too much speed in their opponent, and to get to a run-and-gun type of game is not to their advantage, guys.
Thanks, Doris. Well, we all know the trade for Rudy Gay, a major move coming last season for the Raptors. They were able to get a look at the playoff scenario at times. And, you know, Steve, it looked like they were much more competitive down the stretch.
Yeah, this is a team that has struggled the last few years, but I think that spark near the end of the regular season gives them hope. And now it's time to start that climb, get back into the playoffs, and continue to build and become an excellent NBA franchise, because they have the potential to do so.
Number 43, guarded by Harden. Stolen by Harden. Ahead, number 22. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted, the aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
Yeah, that's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
And so here's Toronto after the Sixers pick up 2. Tipped away. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Harden left side. Pass to Harris. The 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Wide open look. Gets it to go. 5 points in the game.
And he should thank the defense for those 2 points. Really, nobody paid him any mind there.
The 76ers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Gets the bucket.
I don't know who was supposed to be on him there, but clearly a mistake by the defense.
Trent guarded by Harden. 6 on the shot clock. And there are the Raptors with another bucket. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
Yeah, 5 times already the lead has changed.
The 76ers trailing. 1:57 left to play in the first quarter.
How about that basketball,
Wasn't that
fan?
beautiful?
Wow.
It's not possible what we just... Clark, is that possible?
Not
Is
probable, but it is possible, partner.
It's possible.
possible.
Not
Holy
probable.
smokes.
It is possible. I don't know what all that meant, but you're right, Clark.
Toronto with the ball. Down low. Number 43.
Hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
Oh, boy. Whipped cream, cherry on top. It always comes back to dessert for Clark.
Well, James Harden, clearly one of the most potent offensive threats in the game. Can do it all. Pass, shoot with range, get to the rim. He led the league in free throw attempts last season with over 10 a game.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, the rebound by Harden. 76ers have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Missed inside. And Clark, you mentioned Harden, great at drawing fouls. He stays low, he holds the ball low, and when he brings it up, if the defender reaches, he just guides his arms up under theirs to draw the contact. It's a very clever move.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of players over the years do it. Kevin Durant has done it. Tim Duncan before that. Going way back, Sam Perkins used to make that move. It's really a tricky play, and it's tough to guard, but when you perfect it offensively, it's really a weapon.
Finished off the break. He has 5.
That's exactly what you want coming off a steal. Get into transition, find an easy basket.
Yes, sir. The ideal fast break opportunity there.
George. 35 seconds left in the first quarter. From outside the arc, that's good. George has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
For Toronto, they've gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's the dish to Barnes. A three-pointer off the mark. Here's Green. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Connects on the open J. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
No kidding. I mean, neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time, guys.
Steve, so close.
Well, such a seesaw affair, back and forth. I mean, this has been an unbelievable game to watch.
Plenty of offense. Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
And the points they're getting in the lane will really help them open up the floor.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up. I think it's safe to say, guys, that the Atlantic Division was one of the tougher ones in the East last year, if not all of the NBA. But both New York teams improved, and Boston made the playoffs as usual. Philly was able to hold their own, though, even in a down year.
The 3 from Barnes. That's good. Barnes has got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Raptors.
Back and forth we go. That basket gives us just another lead change.
And there have been too many of those to keep track of. What a contest.
Milton, covered by Flynn. Fires for 3, and that one's good. Well, Clark, as you said, Philadelphia did remain respectable against the rest of the Atlantic Division, even in a lost season. Steve, they had a 7-9 record for them, and even while they weren't 500, they certainly played better against the Atlantic Division than they did outside the Atlantic.
Yeah, and I think a big part of that is because there's some deep-seated rivalries between teams like Philly and Boston and New York. So even if a team like the Sixers is struggling, their fans are going to bring it on those nights when the rivals come to town.
The offensive rebound. The tray. Count that one.
You know, even though he doesn't really have a long-range ability on a consistent level, he can knock down some open ones.
And the 76ers making a change here. And the 76ers shooting has been sensational. 75% for the game. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. With the lead pass, Boucher. The shot's good on the assist by Flynn.
The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
Back to Millsap. Number 22, covered by Barnes. Pass to Millsap. Number 22 hits the three-point bomb. He has 7.
Now, they're not showing too much respect for him defensively, are they?
Flynn with it. Boucher, Millsap covering. Back to Flynn. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Harris. The 76ers have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. An even 3-on-3 break. To the paint. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, you got that right, Kevin. He's such a reliable finisher.
Millsap sets the pick for Harris. Number 30. They get the rebound. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Number 43.
Man, that was unreal. Mark it up.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Raptors.
Boy, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And the other thing they're doing is forcing a lot of turnovers, and that's helping them to get easy points at the other end.
Here's Harris. Cans it from downtown.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
And the 76ers making a change here.
I think it's fair to say that the top of the Eastern Conference has been getting tougher over the last few seasons. Unfortunately for the Sixers, they've headed the other direction. They've been going south, and part of why they were on the outside of the playoffs looking in.
Number 22, covered by Flynn. To the middle. They swipe it. Number 7, smooth as silk on the finger roll. And the 76ers lead by 2. And back to what you were saying, Clark, about Philadelphia going through a lot of roster changes last year. You're right, in a season where a lot of other teams in the East put it all together. Steve, bad timing for Philadelphia.
Yeah, bad timing. Roster changes and injuries, of course. I mean, the big trade for Bynum looked like it was going to be something that could help them get to the top of the East, but Bynum never played a single game for them. And so it's understandable why Philadelphia struggled.
And the free throw, no good.
Well, no team likes to have their first-round pick belong to another team. It gets worse when you're a lottery team yourself and you're trying to build your talent base up. But the Raptors' number 12 pick in this summer's draft went to one of the elite teams in Oklahoma City.
Harden's shot is good.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Number 23. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Well, Clark, as you said, the Thunder got the Raptors' first selection this last year. Only the way the Raptors would have been able to hang on to it was, Steve, if they jumped up to the top 3 in the lottery.
And as bad as it might seem for the Raptors to have not had a first, I mean, and it is bad, it was as good as any other time for them to not have a first-round pick because the draft wasn't deep, and the Raptors have a lot of young talent already, and that they can make improvement with.
He kicks it to Bax. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Well, that's 3 of the last 5 makes, having been behind the three-point line. So, got to make some adjustments defensively.
From deep. Gets it to go. He has 5.
Incredible. Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3-ball with one of their own.
Let's keep this thing going, guys. I love seeing a three-point battle like this.
It's blocked, but they get it back. Close game as we wrap up the second quarter.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Welcome, everyone. Damon Bruce here.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Philadelphia's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Here's Embiid. Shot is blocked, but he gets it back. Kicks to Harris. Shot clock at 6. That's good. And the 76ers lead by 3. And the Raptors shooting has been just fantastic, around 65% tonight, getting exactly what they want when they want it. It's tipped. It's Harden with the drive and blocked. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. And Philadelphia has possession. He feeds it to Harris. Just 5 on the clock. Back and down. Blocked again. And now turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation.
You know, sometimes the intensity of the game can lead to brain-neutral plays like that, guys.
There's a screen. Jumper off the screen. Offensive rebound. Lets it go with a 3. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far.
Boy, there were a bunch of problems with Philadelphia last season, and a lot of them stemmed from the inability to score. Problems on offense typically make it harder for you to defend effectively, but also make it tougher for you on the road, too.
Harden right side. The jump hook. Again, Philadelphia. Raptors trail by 5. And Clark, to the point you made about the 76ers, scoring was hard enough for them at home. But with 20,000 people booing you and playing on foreign rims, Steve, it got that much tougher for him away from Philadelphia.
Well, let's be honest, Kevin. The whole season went down the drain with Andrew Bynum's injury because the team was going to be built around him. And when you can't throw the ball into the low post and you've given up your athletes on the perimeter, now you have no identity. And I think that was the issue for Philly last year.
This game's going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is on
Well, I just, you know what, come on, I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force. He's created some good opportunities for himself and made the most of them.
Daniel Green, he's checked in for Philadelphia. The Raptors have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Number 43, guarded by Harris. Fades and shoots. The shot no good. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Number 43, guarded by Harris. Clock at 6. Stolen by Harden. Inside, tipped. Number 23, guarded by Green.
Well, sometimes, guys, you can forget he's out there, and all of a sudden, bang, he'll string together 3 or 4 shots in a row and just take over the game.
And another thing about his game that's really noticeable is how well he handles defensive pressure when he's getting his shot off. He's a very composed shooter.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Beyond the arc. Here's Embiid, and the layup falls. He's got 10.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
That's what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. More of the same. Get it inside.
Number 43, guarded by Harris.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
Well, he should stay with those basics in a tight ball game because we've got one here tonight.
56 seconds left in the third. To the inside. Here's Embiid, and that one's good.
It hasn't happened as quickly as he would have liked, but he's finally putting some points on the board in this game.
They set the pick. 5 to shoot. Number 43. Great D that time from Green.
Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
Inside. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Trent. A three-pointer, no good. Green up on top. He dishes it to Harden. And that is good. Harden's got 8 points.
They'll take as many of those looks as they can get.
Just 4 seconds left in the third. From deep three-point range. Got it off in time, but it's no good. The third quarter comes to a close. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Philadelphia?
Boy, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And they're getting so much penetration on the defense that they're getting a lot of easy buckets as a result of breaking down that defense.
And George, here we go. Fast break, Toronto. And laid in to finish the break.
What a display of offense we've seen today, and it's only getting better.
Well, both defenses have been on their heels all day, and it's begun to take its toll.
Here's Embiid, and the layup's good off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 7.
Well, it's been a tale of two halves, hasn't it, guys? After a terrible first half, he's really picking it up.
Number 45. The Raptors rebound. Toronto working the ball around now. Deflected. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop.
Oh, what a throwdown there. Man.
And the defense just lets him go there.
And once he hit the open floor, there was no looking back. Straight to the rack.
Toronto calls timeout. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Guys, over that break, I was able to catch the message the Raptors coach was giving to his team. He is not pleased with the score and implored them to try to make a push right now, saying, "We don't have time, fellas. If we can't make a dent soon, I'll have to pull the plug." Pretty blunt, Kevin. Back to you.
Here's George. Again, Philadelphia.
Looked like the defense kind of backed off him, and he took advantage.
And the Raptors call time here.
Yeah, he's seen enough of this interior scoring that his defense is giving up. So the message during this timeout is to lock things up inside.
You know, sometimes a group can just get spaced out on defense. They're not connected and playing 5 as 1. And usually a timeout can help you refocus and recalibrate that defense.
And again, Toronto no up.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question. And that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting pounded in there. The defense not offering much resistance. They've got to force the ball back out to the perimeter. Another good look there, and that's his second three-pointer of the game.
The 76ers leading by 10. Timeout called the 76ers.
Yeah, and guys, I think he feels like he can make a few improvements during this timeout. Just kind of make a couple of adjustments, get his club back on track.
You know, coaches are always tweaking and tinkering with things mid-game. Actually, sometimes they overdo it.
Harris outside. Covered by Barnes. Fade away. And again, it's Philadelphia.
Well, their plan of attack has been pretty clear to see. I mean, get the ball inside and just take it strong to the hoop. Be dominant in the lane.
Well, the defense has been very slow to adjust. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside. I'm open right here.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Good on the shot. Philadelphia with the ball. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. On the wing, George. It's George on the wing. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. And the 76ers lead by 12. Toronto's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Got that one up quick.
Defensively, they're really scattered right now, giving up so many open looks from the three-point line.
Yeah, they are splashing them. Their last 3 buckets have all come from behind the arc.
Back to Harden. Fast break, Toronto. Here's Trent. Number 23, guarded by Harden. Passes to Barnes. Here's Trent. And the shot is good.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Philadelphia leading by 7. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
I like the way they've played here in the first half. Just an intelligent floor game, getting good shots.
Numbers certainly back that up. They're shooting a much better percentage.
Number 43, defended by George. Just 5 to shoot. Toronto needs to get off a shot. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
They're starting to give him a little too much space here in the second half. That's his 3rd three-pointer since the break.
They set the screen. Harden the pass to Harris. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Well, that just adds to what's probably an already insurmountable lead. I think they'll be walking out of here with a pretty easy victory.
Steve, I think that's a gift.
This one for 3. It's good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Well, as long as the threes keep dropping for him, he'll continue firing away.
And they are dropping for him. What a game he's having from deep.
The 76ers making a switch here. 32 seconds left in the game. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Well, with him, what immediately comes to mind is the long-range shooting. I mean, he can knock down shots from anywhere, and of course that forces the defense to locate him at all times.
And Steve, you know, his ability to come in and rattle off 10, 20 points in no time flat, that's a gift and a real asset for any team. Some guys need a while to get going, not him.
Raptors moving the ball around. The shot misses.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
So the 76ers win it. These guys have the